After 1,000 years of peace, aliens declare war, but humans, just Chuckle Ambassador Zeepter of the Vanguard Coalition, stood at the center of the Galactic Council chamber. His forearms spread wide in what his species considered a gesture of ultimate authority. The crystalline walls of the ancient space station hummed with translations as his words echoed through the vast amphitheater. "For too long," he declared, his voice carrying the weight of 1,000 conquered worlds, "humanity has grown soft. In their precious peace, 1 millennium of comfort has made them weak, complacent, forgotten. Today, we reclaim what is rightfully ours, the galaxy itself." The assembled delegates from across the known systems erupted in cheers and war chants. The Cathari clacked their mandibles in approval. The Seraphim's energy signatures flared brighter, and the machine consciousness of the Nexari hummed in harmonic agreement. 47 species had joined the coalition, their combined fleets. Numbering in the millions in the human delegation section, 3 representatives sat quietly. Ambassador Sarah Chun, an elderly woman with silver hair and laugh lines around her eyes, was actually chuckling. Her aide, Marcus Rodriguez, had his hand pressed to his mouth, shoulders shaking. The third human, Admiral James Nakamura, simply shook his head with an amused smile, Zeepter's primary eyes fixed on them. "You laugh? You dare mock the coalition's declaration of war?" Ambassador Chun stood slowly, her movements unhurried despite the tension crackling through the chamber. "Oh, Zeepter," she said, her voice carrying clearly without amplification, "we're not mocking you. We're just... well, it's been so long since anyone said that to us. It's almost nostalgic." "Nostalgic?" The Vanguard leader's secondary arms twitched a sign of confusion in his species. "Your pathetic species hasn't seen war in 1,000 years. You've forgotten how to fight." Marcus leaned over to whisper something to Admiral Nakamura, who nodded and stood. "May I?" he asked Chun, who gestured for him to continue. "Honored delegates," Nakamura began, his voice carrying the calm authority of someone who had spent decades in military service. "There seems to be a fundamental misunderstanding here. Humanity didn't forget how to fight over the past millennium. We got really, really good at not needing to." The chamber fell silent. Even the background hum of the station system seemed muted. "You see," Chun continued, taking over smoothly, "when you've spent your entire evolutionary history fighting everything, your environment, your predators, your diseases, your weather, your food, and most especially each other, peace isn't. The absence of that ability. Peace is the discipline to keep that ability locked away." She gestured to a holographic display that materialized above the center of the chamber. "Would you like to know what humans did during our soft millennium of peace?" The display showed Earth, rotating slowly, but it wasn't the blue-green world the older species remembered. Massive orbital rings encircled it, connected by structures that defied easy categorization. The continents themselves had been reshaped, with cities that seemed to grow from the ground like forests of crystal and metal. "We didn't just achieve peace with other species," Chun explained. "We achieved peace with entropy itself. We learned to negotiate with physics, to reason with reality. We convinced matter and energy to play by our rules instead of the other way around." The display shifted to show human colonies scattered across thousands of worlds, each one a marvel of engineering that adapted to environments that should have been impossible for life. "We convinced black holes to be our power sources," Marcus added, standing beside his superior. "We taught neutron stars to sing our songs. We made friends with quantum uncertainty and had time itself over for dinner." Zeepter's confidence was visibly shaking. "Impossible. Our intelligence networks show no military buildup, no weapons development." "No. Oh, but there was," Admiral Nakamura interrupted gently. "We just redefined what those words meant." Another gesture, and the display showed what looked like children playing in a park. But as the view zoomed in, the observers could see that the children were casually manipulating gravity to play three-dimensional tag, while their toys were self-assembling from raw atomic matter. When your entire population treats the fundamental, forces of the universe as playground equipment, Chen observed. The distinction between civilian and military becomes rather academic. Every human farmer can grow food in environments that will kill your best soldiers, Marcus continued. Every human child learns mathematics that your greatest scientists consider theoretical impossibilities. Every human artist creates beauty by conducting symphonies of subatomic particles. The coalition delegates were growing restless, but their restlessness was no longer eager. It was nervous. You want to know our military capabilities? Admiral Nakamura asked, his tone still conversational. Every human ship is built with the same technology we use for children's toys. Every human settlement is constructed with materials we consider suitable for gardening tools. Every human civilian carries in their pocket computational power that exceeds your most advanced battle computers. Ambassador Chun smiled, and there was something in that smile that made the chamber's temperature seem to drop several degrees. But here's the thing, Ziegler, she said softly. We really, truly don't want to fight you. We've spent 1,000 years learning better ways to solve problems. We've invested a millennium in making war obsolete, not just for us, but for everyone. She paused, letting that sink in. So we're going to make you a counteroffer? Instead of war, how about we help you solve whatever problems made you think war was necessary? Because frankly, after 1,000 years of peace, we humans have gotten very, very good at fixing things. The silence stretched for long moments. Finally, Ziegler's voice, much smaller than before, asked, "And if we refuse?" The three humans looked at each other. Chun sighed, a sound filled with genuine sadness. Then, she said quietly, you'll discover why we spent 1,000 years making sure we'd never have to show you what we're really capable of. The chamber erupted not in war chants, but in the sound of 47 species very quietly reconsidering their life choices. In the end, the coalition chose peace. They were much happier with that decision than they would have been with the alternative.